On May 5th, 2021, witnesses in Seattle reported seeing a woman who looked like a zombie.
What the fuck?
A pale face, half of her head shaved, a limp, strange screams, and a blood-stained pouch in her hands. Soon, the first videos appeared online, quickly going viral and giving rise to the internet mystery known as the Seattle Zombie Woman. Police tried to restrain her. It reportedly took 8 officers. In another video, she could be heard begging not to be taken to the hospital and pleading with them not to take her child. At the same time, the object in her hands seemed to change. At first it looked like a pouch, then something resembling a head. These images only added to the sense of mystery. The story soon became surrounded by theories. Elaborate makeup for a prank, post-traumatic behavior after an accident, drugs or mental illness, and of course, the chilling idea of a real zombie. There were also false claims, such as suggestions she was a victim of an attack in Kentucky, but the dates and locations didn't match. What confirmed the reality of the event was a recording from police radio, which ruled out the possibility of a film shoot.
3008 16th Avenue West. There's a female walking eastbound on West Barrett Street that has blood running down her face and leg. She's also yelling and limping. She's described as a white female, 20 to 30, 5'5" to 5'7", thin build, with a shaved head and brown patches of hair.
Yet police never issued an official statement, fueling suspicions of a cover-up. It wasn't until March 2022 that body camera footage was released on YouTube.
Ma'am! Hey, it's okay! You want to tell us what's going on? Hey, my name's Sean! Hey! I don't know exactly. Is that real blood or fake blood? That almost looks like fake blood.
I don't think any of this is real blood. It's all just who we are.
And then
Their face burnt? No, it's gonna make ours.
it took me a little bit while, but it's like almost like Halloween, like zombie makeup.
The videos revealed the woman was wearing makeup and fake blood. Her identity was uncovered. Actress Kimberly Kasai, who had staged a performance with a political message. In the end, one of the darkest internet mysteries turned out to be a staged act. No one was harmed, but the image of the Seattle Zombie Woman remains a striking example of how quickly urban legends can be born and spread. On March 16th, 2023, police arrived at a scene where panic had already broken out. The original video was titled, "Wannabe Tough Guy Punches Cop in Front of His Parents." When officers reached the location, they were shocked by what they saw from the very first moments.
Yeah! Hey, stop, right now. Stop. Relax.
He just jumped
John,
from
he just jumped from the banister again.
Speak back.
Relax. What's going on? Why are you jumping like that? Are you hurt? What's your name? What's your name? I'm Nick.
Let him take over now. I'm not going to say it.
His parents had called for help, worried after his repeated attempts to jump off a cliff. Tension grew as the police tried to calm him down, but he remained silent, staring intensely, and looked visibly distressed. Then, he did something completely unexpected.
Don't step on it.
I didn't step on it. I'm not leaving it. I'm gonna do that. Hey. Stop resisting!
You're under arrest. You are under arrest, buddy. I gotta
Get in the head position.
He suddenly lunged at one of the officers, forcing them to restrain him immediately. According to his parents, this behavior was completely out of character. He seemed nothing like himself. No one could understand what had caused such actions. Was he under the influence of drugs, suffering from a mental health crisis, or was it something else entirely? The manager of a private beach in Surfside Beach called police after hearing strange noises coming from the women's restroom. When he tried addressing the possible trespassers and asked them to leave, reminding them that the beach had long since closed, there was no response. Body camera footage shows the responding officer entering the restroom to investigate and remove anyone inside.
I'm sorry, the beach is closed. If anybody's in here, the beach is closed. No, I'm not entirely sure if anybody's in here. No.
Lock broken.
Huh?
Lock's not broken, so it must not have been locked.
Yeah, we're all set in here. I think I heard my keys jingle and thought it was somebody's footsteps.
Okay.
I'm just gonna close it.
As he approached the entrance, the officer heard loud banging coming from the stall doors. He moved closer, and just as he reached one of the stalls, its door suddenly swung open right in front of him. The officer immediately looked inside, only to find it completely empty. Later, he admitted that in all his years of service, he had never encountered anything like it. So what could have been the source of those strange sounds coming from the restroom that night? One late evening, a young woman named Sarah was relaxing at home in the apartment she shared with her father in Colombia. Suddenly, she heard something truly unsettling coming from the neighboring unit. Disturbing, desperate screams echoed from her neighbor's apartment. Shocked witnesses out on the street quickly called the police, fearing it might be a case of domestic violence. But then the story took a bizarre turn. For some reason, the officers began asking people outside for rosaries, an item commonly used in Catholic prayers, and soon after, they called for a priest. As it turned out, all the noise was coming from an exorcism taking place right next door. Later, one Colombian news outlet reported that two girls had been playing with a Ouija board when suddenly one of them became extremely aggressive and began vomiting what witnesses described as a dark substance. It was believed that the girl may have been possessed by an evil entity, something the police themselves seemed to acknowledge. According to Sarah, the terrifying screams continued throughout the night, only fading away by morning. A man named Joe Kalian was pulled over by Houston police on suspicion of driving under the influence. Although Joe explained to the officer that he was disabled and suffered from a leg condition, the officer still forced him to stand on one leg for 5 minutes in order to complete a sobriety test. In the end, Joe Kalian was arrested.
Why are you making me do this? I will conduct your test, but I'm going to tell you this, that I'm handicapped. Okay. Like you see when I like this place. Okay. I have a false leg from my hip to my knee. Okay.
But it should be noted that he was later acquitted in court. Following this incident, the officer involved resigned due to misconduct. After the story went public online, viewers noticed something very unusual. Take a closer look. A strange, human-like figure can be seen darting quickly across the background behind them. At first glance, it could be dismissed as a camera glitch. However, that theory falls apart when another vehicle later passed through the same spot without any distortion, and was captured on video normally. What do you think this could have been? A police body camera captured a fireball lighting up the skies over Pilbara, a region of Australia. The mysterious blue sphere stunned officers as they were speaking with a local resident.
Can you take that video? She's going over there.
Oh, did you see that?
Did you see that?
Wow! Did you see that?
I seen it. Yeah, that was a big flash. I thought that was a torch. That was one thing I didn't see in my whole life.
Wow.
Make a wish, quick, make a wish.
Make a wish, one of the female officers joked, standing with her back turned as the meteor first lit up the sky. The sighting prompted police to launch a playful poll on social media, asking whether it was a shooting star, a UFO, or Elon Musk testing out a new rocket. The rare phenomenon caught on camera turned out to be a falling meteor. A hotel security officer handed over footage to Illinois police after numerous complaints about screams coming from room 209. Concerned, he decided to investigate. When he entered the room, he was stunned to find the entire place turned upside down.
John, do you copy? It's room 209. Amy says nobody's checked into that room, and there's reports of screaming coming from that room. Amy, he's on his way down there right now. What's going on, John? There's no one checked into that room. There should be nobody in there. Wait 1 second, John. Amy, are you there? Yeah, John says he hears the screaming coming from that room. And I hear it too. But we're sure that no one's checked into that room. Correct? John, just wait. We're going to get a hold of the police. So, I would wait for the police, John. Amy, John's going to enter the room real quick, just to check, make sure, see what's going on. Wait one. John? John, are you there? Okay, Amy, John wants you to call the police right now if you don't mind. He says no one's in there, but that all of the furniture's been turned upside down and the hold on. He says the carpet's been ripped up and that the shower is on, but nobody's in there. Man, that's scary. I'm officially freaked out now.
Belongings were scattered and the furniture was overturned. In that moment, he noticed something unusual and rushed back out in fear. Later, the man claimed that it seemed as though he had seen a faint shadow. Over the years, there have been many complaints of strange noises coming from this room. Yet this recording remains the only tangible evidence suggesting that something is truly wrong with the hotel. Meanwhile, in North Jersey, a massive explosion rocked a community while 6 firefighters were inside a house. Police body cam footage obtained by NorthJersey.com vividly documented the blast. The video showed a large fireball erupting from the rear of the house. Initially, only smoke was visible from the dwelling, with no flames apparent. Just before the explosion, one firefighter was seen on the back porch. The blast's force propelled the roof upward, forcing officers to scramble for safety. Remarkably, despite the overwhelming force of the explosion, no lives were lost. The 6 firefighters managed to escape, though they had to help each other to navigate through compromised stairs. This event was described by officials as nothing short of a miracle.
I see the smoke, I put the flashlight, just standing in the door. He's like, the CO alarm going off. CO alarm?